ATK Road Rex here of Attack Motorsport International Sim Racing Team. And here's our current version of Attack the Track. Today I'm going to show you how to beat the Porsche Cup at Nürburgring using a 2009 Porsche 911 GT3 on hard mode. So there's our set difficulty, and I'll show you the aero package here. Type A at the front, side, rear diffuser, and of course a big old wing for Porsche because Porsches require big old wings in the rear to win. Alright, let's move on to the event. Go to Europe and Nürburgring. Here's the Porsche Cup. Let's enter that and I'll show you the specs of the car. We're using racing intermediates, fully customized suspension, fully customized differential. Aero downforce in the front is 144 and 350 in the rear. We're using full computer control and a power restrictor because we had to get the performance points below 650. And here's the transmission and the gearing for that transmission. And racing muffler, racing air filter, racing. And the brake controller, I set all the way to the front, and that might be a little strict for your driving style. It worked for me, but adjust your own. There's a racing clutch, and be sure to do a weight reduction stage 1. If your race starts out with a lot of rain like this one is right here, I'm not going to bother showing you the whole race because it's an easy win. The other cars are not equipped. They'll be driving so much slower that you will likely pass the position 1 car halfway through the event and then just be able to maintain it from there. So let's move on to a drier race. Alright, here we go. Alright, so we've entered the Porsche Cup. Skies are relatively clear, and that is likely going to change. And the beginning of each race will have different weather. As I mentioned earlier, if it's raining early, it's a much easier race to win. If it's like this, it will likely be drier through most of the race, but not entirely. And choosing the intermediate tires just worked well for me. You might want to try, say, Sport Soft or something of that nature, but I have preferred these. You want to get by these first few cars as quickly as possible, obviously cleanly as possible. You could probably rough them up a little bit on this. I don't think there's a whole lot of track damage and penalties on this, like there are in some of the other events like Tokyo. And let's just see how we do. Whoa. Hopefully my big Porsche wing in the back came into play, right? Alright, let's let her wind up. Brake a little bit here. There we go. I don't know what it is about this event, but sometimes I find the NPC drivers are going right down the middle of the track, and we'll see how we do when we come to these guys. So passing them is not always as easy, and of course these guys are going to be bunching up here. And let's see if we can pull this off. Yeah, got one. Ooh, not quite. I might have squeaked by that. Ooh, didn't want to take the chance. We made it here, and this car we're driving is going to have plenty of pulling power anyway, so getting by this now will be much easier. But I want to get as close to the race leader as possible. I've lost this event enough times to know that it's not always easy to catch. But it can be done, and hence this video. Let's see if we can do it. Oops, a little wider there than I would like. Again, I make no disclaimers as to my driving, other than it might not be, or is likely not to be the best. But hey, we have fun. Maybe if I talk a little less, I might be able to keep my mind on the race. But that's not going to happen, because I talk a lot. Alright, so we're still several seconds behind the next position. Oops, a little wide. Bringing that down to the 3-second range. A little bit. Oh. Brake. Ooh, I slowed this down a little too much. I could have taken that faster than I did. I couldn't remember where my braking point was. I think there's a blue square on the tarmac, but for some reason I couldn't see it. Maybe you could. Let's see if that will hinder me here. So again, we're just going to open it up. Lift on occasion just to get your car through these turns, and of course we're coming with traffic. Ooh, a little bit of weather. Alright, so this might help us, but getting by these guys may not be the easiest right now. Getting by that guy's going to be easy. Yikes. Alright, didn't hit anyone. That's good. Took that turn very much to the inside. Let's see if I can get past the next position here. Yep, we got that. Down, let's lift just a little bit. Still have some inclement weather. It's not severe, but it's definitely in the range to use intermediate tires, so that's part of where this helps out. And boy, I'd love to get past this guy. Let's see if we can pull it off here. There we go. Oh, a little wide. Yeah, I made it. Okay, we're good. So we're in P4. 12 seconds behind the race leader at this point. Whew. And again, hopefully we can catch him. Still driving a little bit conservative. I mean, it is raining. And, get on the track. Conservative, a little conservative, and a little poorly. And third, I do not see first place, still 10 seconds up. Oh! Let's get by this guy. Yeah, might have been able to take... Yeah, maybe I might have been able to take this a little bit quicker. Like I said, I'm driving a little conservative just because the track's wet. Oh, nuts. Missed that. Alright, there's the P1 race leader. It's good that you can see him at the end of that turn, but to be honest, I would like to be closer to him because it's not going to be an easy catch. I'm 3 seconds out. When it starts going into the S turn, he will brake a lot sooner than I am, so I am going to do whatever I can to shoot past him. Obviously catch him here, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. At least not by much. Just line this thing out. Yeah, I mean, we're halfway through the straight, and we're still 3 second gap. I didn't bring it down by much at all. Hold it, hold it. He's going to brake. I'm going to brake and do it. There we go. Shoot right past him. Now again, if I had raced the rest of the track better, probably could have caught him and passed him on the straight. I've done it before. But there is a win for Porsche Cup Nürburgring. Little scary tight finish there at the end. But it still worked. I knew he was going to do that hard braking, so I went ahead and took the chance and shot past him there. And I probably could have got on the brakes just a tad earlier and made that a little bit of a safer turn. But here we've won that, and let me exit here. And I'll show you that this is still on hard mode. Oops, wrong one. There we go. Yep, so it's still on hard. And I'll re-show the car specs. I'll have to exit the track and re-enter it. And just to show you that nothing has changed since the beginning. Not that you wouldn't trust me, but, you know, hey. There it is again. Racing Intermediates, fully customizable, all the adjustments here. Right? And there's our downforce again, the ECU and the power restrictor set so we can bring our performance points below 650. And there's the same transmission settings that we had at the beginning. And again, a lot of racing options, racing muffler, racing air cleaner, etc., racing exhaust, racing. And again, I did that with brakes at 5 to the front. And don't forget the weight reduction. All right, so just remember to attack the track, not each other. Have a good race.